Hey, good morning and welcome to Mornings with Mike. It's nice to see you this morning. I hope your day has already started off absolutely great, and I want to help set the tone for the rest of your week. So, on Mornings with Mike, if you're new to this channel or new to this show, I will normally cover Monday morning, 7 a.m. Mountain Time, jump in and share some scripture from the Bible and then how it's speaking to me and a little bit of what it means, and then we build each other up and off we go for a great day and a great week. So a couple of quick notes, as it says here on the screen. You can subscribe to the channel at youtube.com/faith and fire. Also, as always, this stream is sponsored by my friends over at StreamYard. It's a great way if you've got a message that you want to get out across multiple platforms, you got something inside you want to get out and share with other people. Check out join-streamyard.com and you can get a free trial of that over there. So this morning, I am going to be sharing from this little devotional. It's John Maxwell's Leadership Promises for Every Day. And it talks about leadership and team building based on the scripture. And in what I'm sharing today is Mark chapter 10, verses 43 and 44, and how this comes into play when it comes to leadership. Now, I prefer to read from my New Living Translation version of the Bible. It's called Every Man's Bible, and it's got some additional notes and such. So I'm going to read the scripture from there, and then I want to read the lesson or part of the lesson and have a conversation from Leadership Promises for Every Day. So Mark chapter 10, verses 43 and 44 says, "But among you it will be different. Whoever wants to be a leader among you must be your servant, and whoever wants to be first among you to be the slave of everyone else." And then 45 goes on to say, "For even the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve others and give his life as a ransom for many." So it's talking about servant leadership. And what happens, so jumping over to the devotional here, is oftentimes where we should be coming from a place of love and faith and a servant leader's heart, we often project how we feel onto the people that are around us. And so this is what it's talking about, this me first, right? People always project on the outside how they feel on the inside. Have you ever interacted with someone for the first time and suspected their attitude was poor, yet you were unable to put your finger on exactly what was wrong? I know I've had that happen where you have this sort of stressed connection with somebody, right? You are meeting somebody or you're engaging with them and you have this a good connection, but it's something where you're like, man, I just can't put my finger on it. Something seems a little bit off. Good morning, Karina. Nice to see you. Where was I? Here are 6 common attitudes that can ruin a team, and you could recognize them for what they are when you see them. So again, where it's saying whoever desires to become great, we have to first be willing to serve, right? So here's the 6 items that it's talking about. If you have an inability to admit wrongdoing, we've all experienced that. I think I've experienced that myself. I'm sure you've experienced that. Or if you are on a team of people, I'm sure you've worked for somebody that just can't admit when they're wrong. No matter what it is, they are pushing themselves that what they're doing is the right thing, even when it becomes proven the other way. And when we're in those situations, if we're pushing that onto somebody else, it infects an entire team of people. Number 2, failing to forgive. We as humans are often so hell-bent on just hanging on to that one thing that didn't go right. And if we're unwilling to forgive, guess what happens? We project that outward onto others, and they also, in turn, are not likely to forgive us for the things that we make mistakes on. Petty jealousy. We've always, or I shouldn't say we've always. I never want to say always or never, right? Okay, I'm going to just start over on that one. Petty jealousy. That is something that is absolutely destructive when you are jealous of what somebody else has, vice versa. When you see that others are jealous of what you or somebody else has, it's something that can be really, really destructive and is easily outwardly visible. Number 4, the disease of me. And so that's kind of what this is titled on, is that if everybody's worried about, well, you got to watch me, what I'm doing is important. But especially when we're coming in from a leadership position, it's what everybody else is doing that's important. It's not about you. We've said that in a lot of different conversations, it is not about you. It's not about me, it's about we. So you have to be able to eliminate that. Number 5, a critical spirit. When we're overly critical of people, just know that people in general are generally doing the best that they can with what they've got. And so if just because I may be able to do something better, may be able to do something better, if we've achieved greatness or expertise in an area, then good for us, but understand that not everybody is the same. And so if someone is attempting to do something that you're good at and you're overly critical of them and you're continuing to cut them down, or you're continuing to be just very judgmental of the way that they are approaching those tasks, they're going to become frustrated with you, whether you are a direct leader or supervisor or even somebody as a peer. If you're overly critical of your peers, then that's something that is easily projected outward. People see that and they're cognizant of it and they get frustrated. Number 6 is a desire to hog all of the credit. Somebody that's showboating, someone that, like, you as a team may collectively be doing all of these things together, but then there's always that one person, and maybe they are somebody that's in a leadership role, but they're willing to be the first to step up and be like, oh, hey, I was able to come up with this idea and I was able to get this done, when collectively we can accomplish so much more as a team than as a group of individuals. And so you have to keep that in mind, especially if you're either in a leadership role or moving into a leadership role, that while yes, you may be the catalyst and you may be able to accomplish a lot, you can always accomplish more when you pay credit forward and when you build all of the people around you up, because then collectively they're all working alongside you, with you, and for you. So certainly, as it says, I'll run back through those 6. So the 6 things that can be that eliminate us from that servant leader's attitude: an inability to admit wrongdoing, failing to forgive, petty jealousy, the disease of me, a critical spirit, a desire to hog all the credit. So certainly, as they're listed here, that's not every single bad attitude that can be infectious of the people that are around you. But these are pretty common, right? As I'm discussing them, I know that you may be looking at it going, yeah, I've experienced that, or I've had somebody in a leadership role or a peer that I look to that has had one of those things that they've projected that onto me. And then it's created frustration within me, and then I project it back out. And so you end up with this tension, right? Most bad attitudes are the result of selfishness. If one of your teammates puts others down, sabotages teamwork, or makes themselves out to be more important than the team, you can be sure you've encountered somebody with a bad attitude. We've all experienced that. I'm actually going to reread the scripture here as we close out. And like I said, I hope you go on and have an absolutely fantastic day. One of these pieces, as I share this, it's one of those, it's not about looking outwardly and saying, oh yeah, I've experienced somebody like that, or I've seen this happen, and to be picking it out with other people that you're interacting with today. But it's one of those things where you can hold up just a little bit and look at yourself and say, hey, is that something that I'm doing? Because if it is, then you want to be able to eliminate that. It'll build stronger relationships around you when we're able to look at others. So 43 and 44 says, but among you, it will be different. Whoever wants to be a leader among you must be your servant, and whoever wants to be first among you must be the slave of everyone else. And then I do like adding in 45 because I think it's really good. And I've shared that one before as well. For even the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve others and give his life as a ransom for many. So I encourage you, go forward with that servant's attitude today. Make sure that you are truly caring and grateful and serving of others. And when you do that, that attitude will be brought back to you. It will be reflected back as well. So I hope hope your day has started off great so far. I look forward to seeing you again next Monday morning at 7 a.m. And until we speak next, I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. We'll talk to you soon, everybody. Make sure, hey, do me a favor. If you did not already subscribe, you could click the little thumbs up button. And if you know somebody that could maybe use this message today, please feel free to share it out with them. That would be absolutely awesome. Hope you have a great day, everybody. God bless you.